Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint. Today we are diving into something that sounds like science fiction but is very real. Brain-to-brain communication. Yes, without speaking, without typing or even without moving, brain-to-brain communication has become possible. Scientists have shown this thing. Okay, though at present this is very simple and they connected means scientists connected not just two but three human brains together. Out of that, two were senders and one was receiver. Two were senders and one was receiver. So without speaking, without typing, without even moving, brain-to-brain communication is possible. Though at present, this is a early stage experiment actually, and at present simple communication was made directly. It's a transfer of information, okay, from one brain to another directly, okay. And the name of this project is BrainNet. BrainNet is a single word. Name of the project is BrainNet. So in today's video we are going to explore the fascinating technology behind this. Okay. So I have already mentioned that it is brain-to-brain communication. So what is the technology behind this? Two things they actually used. Scientists used two things. First is EEG, that is electroencephalography. So it uses actually electrodes that were actually placed on the head, better to say scalp. Electrodes were placed on the scalp of the senders. So you know what is the function of those electrodes which are connected to EEG or electroencephalography. Those electrodes are able to capture the electrical activity in your brain. Okay, and after that, what they do? After that, they convert those electrical activity or electrical signals captured from your brain into digital data, and that digital data was transferred, better to say here, transmitted over the internet. So what they actually do here, the senders looked at flashing lights on a screen, and just to encode binary choice. Binary choice means what? Means whatever your brain is doing, that is very simple. Say for example, yes or no, rotate or don't rotate a Tetris-like block like this. Means your brain is saying what? Your brain is saying just yes or no. It's so simple. You can say that one information means one bit of information at a time. This much success scientists have already got. In future you can easily guess what might happen in the future. Anyway, so what is the success? What is the story of the BrainNet project? So senders did what? They just made a binary choice, either yes or no, like rotate or don't rotate a Tetris-like block. So they actually looked at flashing lights on a screen. And those things were captured by those signals, those electrical activities or those electrical signals were captured by the EEG and converted into digital data and sent over the internet. Next comes the first one was EEG or electroencephalography. The next one is TMS or Transcranial Magnetic Stimulation. This technology or means TMS is used to stimulate specific parts of the brain, and here in this case receiver's brain was stimulated using this TMS. Which part of the brain? It's the visual cortex, and this caused to see the flashing lights. Here it is called these are called actually phosphines that actually represented the sender's information, which was what? Either yes or no. So here in this experiment, two senders were there and only one receiver was there. That means totally total number of persons involved or total number of brains involved in this experiment was 3. So you can see this is what? This is brain-to-brain connection. So from sender's brain, information was sent through the internet and reached the receiver's brain. Okay, and this project, scientists actually did this project several times, and the success rate is 81% accuracy. This is success, 81% accuracy. Actually, they solved the problem by using these 3 brains. They actually solved that game by using these 3 brains, and in case of 81% cases, they have got the accuracy. They have got success. With 81% accuracy, you can say they also this way. Okay, that means this is not 100% because this is first time in history. Scientists did this experiment for the first time in history with 81% accuracy, not a joke. It's a great success. And now we can easily imagine what might be the future of this technology. At present, okay, it is acceptable. Only 1 bit of information at a time, but later we will be able to do many things. Because at present you can compare it with the early version of Wi-Fi for the brain, where instead of words, your neurons are talking. Okay, so here, people with severe disabilities, they would be able to communicate with each other without using words or typing or even moving. In education system, teachers also could transmit, or better to say, could send abstract ideas to their students. Teachers would be able to send their abstract ideas to the students without using any words. Better to say this way. Again, in case of medicine, surgeons, or better to say doctors, could communicate with each other without using any word. Okay, during their surgical operation, without using any word. Because you know that in OT or operation theater, so many persons are there. Doctors are there, surgeons are there, nurses are there, assistants are there, other assistants, so many people are there. Okay, they can communicate, they would be able to communicate with each other without using any word. Again, in case of space exploration, this could also benefit from the same technology, because in case of those things, noisy environments are there, or high-risk environments are there. So without using any word, they could be able to communicate with each other. Okay, high-risk environment exists in case of a space exploration. So many fields are there, and all those fields will be, this is expected, okay? This is expected. By seeing just by observing the today's success, present success, we can easily say all these things. Because we are experienced people, we have seen progress of technology. If you are a student of engineering or a student of science or technology, you can also guess these things. Scientists have got so much success, then in future, what might happen? For just to guess all these things, you need not to be a scientist. Okay. If you have some idea about science, then you can easily guess all these things. But this since now you know this technology, so you must know that there are some ethical concerns related to these things. Your mind could be, your brain or mind could be hacked. Okay, if this technology is hacked by bad people, then what might happen? So related to this, so many ethical concerns are there, and scientists are working on this issue. Okay, but what is the success? Up to the present day, that is just sharing of information from brain to brain, but amount is what, or success rate is what? It is 1 bit of information at a time. Okay. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic. So two main things were there which were used here, that is EEG and TMS, electroencephalography and transcranial magnetic stimulation. Okay, so interesting. If you are a student of science, you must feel that it's so interesting actually. Brain-to-brain communication, directly, without speaking, without any words. That means without speaking, without moving, without typing anything. It has become possible. So no doubt this is a great breakthrough. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, and this is the end of this video. If you found this video interesting, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is the end. Thanks for watching.